But just know that this is the key to your next level of success. So whatever you need when you leave here, you need to make a commitment that you're going to seek that inner circle that you need so you can stop asking, how do I do this? How do I do this? How do I do this? And it's who do I need to get me there? And start building that for yourself. So throughout this time, I've really enjoyed introducing you to some of my business inner circle. So we all have our personal inner circles. Those are our family and friends that are closest to us. But have you ever noticed that sometimes our personal inner circle doesn't exactly have what we need in order to grow professionally? Anybody ever been a witness of that? Yeah. So many of you know, but I started my corporate career with JP Morgan, worked there for 16 years, and I remember many of times being in a leadership position, and I would come home frustrated. Oh, I keep telling my team, but they're not listening. We could get here. This person is doing this. This is doing this. And I would rework, and I would keep asking myself the question, how do I? How do I become a better leader? How do I become a better motivator? How do I get people to engage more? How do I get this branch over here? I couldn't even think of the name of it. Geez, it's been that long, right? This branch over here to work closer with this branch over here. How do I do all of these things? And it wasn't until I started asking a different question. And the question was no longer how. How do I? Because I was amazing at what I did. I was hiring and training amazing people, not only my team, but my peers. I was training them as well. We had a management trainee program where I would train other leaders. But I needed to start asking the question, who? Who do I need in my business inner circle in order to do these things? Because the question turns from not how do I do it, because how much time do we spend on the question, how do I do it, and we don't get very far? It's frustrating. Or we're having conversations with people that don't have the answer. And I'm not saying the conversations are wrong and not to have those conversations and not to say that those people aren't amazing and supportive and wonderful, but we need to be in rooms like this. So if I have a question on building my business to be able to sell it, who are we all going to ask right now? We're going to ask Lewis. CJ, yeah. If I have a question on building brands and monetizing my podcast, well, you guys haven't met her yet, I would be asking Ellen because she is the queen of that, and we're going to have a podcast panel right after this. Maybe we know now. If I had a question about cold plunging, who would I ask? Jeremy, yeah. If I had a question about making signs for branding my business, Arthur. Do you see how this is working? So it's no longer how do I do something, it's who do I need in order to get to my next level. So I think we're on page 9 of your workbook. Someone please correct me if... 8. Oh, no, 9. Let's go to 9. We're going to go to something that looks a little bit like this. And so my workshop that I'm doing, I'm kind of combining the discussion and the talk. So now that we know when we reach a certain level, the question is no longer, how do I? Because it's not just about us. It's who do I need in order to get to the next level? So the first question there, what's the first question there? Joel, do you want to read that?
Who are the people you most rely on for business advice, support, and collaboration?
So who are the people? And you can go ahead and answer this, and then we'll talk amongst our table groups too. But right now, and answer honestly. So who are the people that you most rely on for support professionally? And maybe the answer still is your significant other, your friend. Maybe it's a business colleague, a teammate. Maybe there's not a lot of people in that answer. What's the second question, Joel?
What
So when you take a look at those people, there's a Jim Rohn quote, I believe it is, we're most like the 5 people that we spend the most time with. So who are those people? And as we think about it, who do we need to add in? Do we need to add in somebody to help us with our health goals? Because we are crushing it over here with our business, but our health is suffering. And as we learned earlier from Dr. Ashley and Dr. Andrew, it's just if we don't take care of these vessels, then we're not going to be able to do anything. Our health is our number one asset. Is that what we need? Or do we need to learn more about our finances and our data? Do we need to figure out the steps that we need to take to be able to talk on stage? Because that's a dream that we've always had that we haven't really talked about. Is that something that we're going to need? Do we need to go back and talk with the team from Fit and Faith Publishing? So Tamara and Candace are here because we really want to write a book. And hey, guess what? That's what they do. So if you haven't visited the table yet, get your booty back there if that's on your heart. So what is it that you need? What's missing? And what's the next question?
What roadblocks or delays in growth are happening as a result of the missing pieces of the inner circle?
Yeah. So with your vision, with that vision that you have on your heart, that gift, that thing that only you have that you want to bring, what delay is happening because you don't have that piece? What do you keep coming back to? And maybe you're asking yourself that question like many of us ask, which is the incorrect question, how do I, and fill in the blank, how do I grow my business? How do I get more sales? How do I hire the right team members? How do I make the right connections with the right people? How do I get in more rooms like this? It's who do I need to learn how to hire the right people? Who do I need to get into rooms like this? So what I want you to do is take about 5 minutes in your table group. So now what we've done is we have identified where we're at right now, and this is just a formula for basically figuring anything out in life, right? You identify where you're at right now, and you're self-aware, so we know that our business inner circle is strong, or maybe it needs some help. We see where specifically the areas are that we're lacking, and then we know where we can go from there, because these are the delays that we're having, and so we need this missing piece in order to meet this delay, in order to meet this challenge. And so what I want it to sound like when you're in your table group is, right now I'm missing this piece and it's causing this delay. This is what I'm looking for. And see what comes up. We did this at one of my workshops, and you know what happened? It was oh, here's the connection, here's the connection, here's the connection. But what do most of us do? Any ideas? We keep it in. We don't speak it out loud, when if we just said it out loud, our dream, our goal, and what we needed, people show up to help. How do you think all these amazing speakers are here today? How do you think there's a table mentor at every table? Because I said, this is the vision. You want to be a part of this? Yeah, let's all be a part of that. That's great, because I spoke it out loud. Why we're talking about that and why it's so important is because for so many years, I did it by myself. You might be doing it by yourself, or you might be doing it with a significant other, a business partner, but we need to expand, because what happens, that miracle happens. The shift in perception happens, and then we're able to grow to the next level. And so I don't just want to leave you today with these ideas. I want to invite you to join us. So something that Joel and I are doing over the next year is we've put together an accelerator for 16 individuals to join us. And if Joel wants to come up, we'll show a little video about it and an invitation to join us over the next year that we're really excited about.
Can you see it? That vision of success you've been chasing? The one where your business runs smoothly, your passion and sense of aliveness are back, and you have way more time to focus on what truly matters? Yeah, it's closer than you think. Because every time you feel uncertain, your network is there, giving you the strategies, insights, and support you need to rise above the chaos. Look, you don't have to have all the answers, because where your knowledge ends, your inner circle will begin, elevating you higher than you can ever do on your own. Yeah, that stress in your shoulders, it's been dissolved, replaced by the confidence that comes from having a circle of high performers who are guiding you, challenging you, and lifting you. Every conversation feels like you're unlocking a new level of success, a fresh perspective that makes you say, why the heck didn't I do this sooner? This is your invitation. You don't have to do it alone. Amplify your business, your life, and your impact with a circle that elevates you to new heights. Join us and experience the power of a circle that amplifies not just your business, but your entire life.
So first of all, on my team, Louise says she made that. She's amazing, by the way. So this is what we're inviting you to. So you don't leave here with just a bunch of ideas. We told you that you're going to have a plan and make significant results in less than 1 year, but we want to do it with you, so we want to lock arms with you. And one thing that we have found is that individually, Joel and I have focused on our own professional paths, but when we really come together, and that's why we're doing it together, when we come together on this path and this shared vision, that we can accomplish so much more. Not only does our relationship grow so much more, but what we can offer is so much more. And so basically what this is it's not just a group program. We're going to get together, we're going to mastermind together. It's going to be a peer-to-peer mastermind. So we'll have 2 in-person retreats. We'll have monthly peer-to-peer masterminds, which is just like what you're doing today. It's strategizing with growth-minded individuals, just like you. We'll have invites to key retreats and dinners with our business inner circle, like you're meeting some of them today. You'll have an opportunity for speaking opportunities to position you as a thought leader, because we're going to be doing workshops all over the country. And it's really a way for 16 people to grow not only today, but into the future. So if you have missing spots in your business inner circle, then this opportunity is for you. And we have it at a price point that's accessible to everybody. So it's about $4,000 to join us for a whole year. The cool part about it is if you have a team, I'm going to be leading, as a part of the work that I do, is corporate leadership. So I'm going to be leading strategy briefings for not only you, but your team, each and every month, so your team can learn. This is something actually that I got from Ellen, who is in my business inner circle, and she's here. She was doing a training once, and I was trying to really figure out my schedule to be able to go. She goes, and I really wanted my team to be there. She goes, well, Carmen, we could record it, and so you can show it to your team. Because it's so hard to take information back and then train other people on what you learn, well, they can just join us too as part of it. So not only is it personal development for yourself, professional development for yourself, but it's also for your team to grow too, and really build your business inner circle. And it's a small group of 16 that'll be working together. So if you want to join, you have a sign-up sheet that's in front of you.